Good evening, everybody. So today we are going to start with new chapter, that is motion. So in this motion, let's discuss what is this motion all about. Now you must have seen the things around you. You might be seeing that. Let's say the train running from one station to another. If I just say that if I kick a football, so the football will change its position. So anything in the world which is changing the position with respect to time, we will say that that particular thing is in motion. So you can see that I'm standing here. I'm not changing my position right now. So it means I'm not in motion actually. But if I change my position with respect to time, and now what is this with respect to time? It means that as the time passes, I change my position from one place to another. So as the time passes and I change the position from one place to another, then I will say that my body is in motion or I am in motion. So any body which is going to change its position with respect to time, that body will be said to be in state of motion or in motion. So, so the motion actually is the phenomena of changing the position with respect to time. For example, I'll just take an example here. Let's take a car which is running on the road. Let's say these two are the points. When I started observing the car, at t equals to 0 seconds, this is the ground, you can say, or you can say road. At t equals to 0 seconds, when I looked at this car, the car was at position A. So now after looking this car at this position, I just turned my head and looked here and there. And after 2 seconds, when I observed, after 2 seconds, when time was 2 seconds, when I saw again, the car has changed its position from A to B. So the car has reached at this point B. So from here we can see that with time the car is changing its position, means as the time is passing by, as the time is passing here from 0 to 1 second, 1 then 1 to 2 seconds, like that. As the time passes, the car is changing its position. So at t is equal to 0 seconds, it was here, but at t equals to 2 seconds, it reached here. So how it reached? By changing the position. So if any object changes the position with respect to time, then we will say that that particular object is in motion. So from here we can conclude that this car is in motion. And in which direction? This direction. And after 2 seconds, I've seen it. Let's say at 2 seconds I've seen it. Again I looked here and there, and after, let's say, 3 seconds, I saw that the car is still here. So after 2 seconds, it is not changing its position. So now after 2 seconds, it is not in motion. It is in the state of rest. So actually the motion is the phenomena. Motion is the phenomena of changing of position with respect to time. So the basic definition of motion might be clear to you now. Motion is actually the phenomena of changing of position with respect to time. There are different kinds of motion in this world, so we are going to look each of them one by one. Fine. So the definition of motion might be clear. Anything which changes the position with respect to time, we will say that that particular thing is in motion. All right. Now let us see types of motion which we are able to observe in this position in this world, real world. You must have seen any, let's say, any car running on a road, on a straight road. So car running on a straight road will be in a kind of motion. That motion will be called as linear motion, or you can say translatory motion. Anything which is moving in a straight line, that thing will be in which motion? In either linear motion or translatory motion. So you can say, for example, of a linear motion, a car running on a straight road without any turns. There is no turn on the road, it is a straight road. So the car is running on that road. So the car will be in which motion? Linear motion. Let's say the second one is, if I see rotation. Rotation, it is also kind of motion. The example of this kind of motion, let's say, you might be now you are in class 8, so you must be knowing the earth spins on its axis. It spins means it is rotating on its axis. So earth is also in a motion, but that motion is rotational motion. With the help of that earth only, we will say that there is one more. Now earth is revolving around the sun. So earth is again in motion, but now this type of motion is what? Revolutionary motion, or you can say revolving motion. Okay. Now one more example, you must have seen a pendulum. So if I take this a ball of pendulum and shift this ball here a little bit, and then I leave this ball, it's a string, I leave this ball, so what will happen? I have taken it here, then I have left it. So due to gravity, it will start moving. It will reach up to here, then again here, like this. So it's the kind of, you can say, pendulum motion or oscillatory motion. So you must have seen in a wall clock there is a pendulum. So when I in that pendulum, you must have seen that pendulum is doing a motion from this side to this side. So it is also known as oscillatory motion. Fine. So there are these type of, now one more is there, vibration. Vibrational motion is also there, but it's a kind of oscillatory motion only. Vibration motion is a kind of oscillatory motion, but vibration is too fast. And oscillatory motion is, let's say, it's a kind of medium pace. So here different types of motion we have discussed. In the next class, we will start with different parameters we need to keep in mind to calculate the motion, to calculate the speed, and we have different parameters to study also: speed, velocity, displacement, distance, acceleration. So we'll discuss this in the next class. So thank you so much and have a nice day.